Okay, thanks, Terry.
Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, you guys, so let's get started. Today is the fourth week of our Future Leader training, so it's exciting. It's all about sponsoring today. I know these have been full of information, so I'm excited that we've been able to do these. I want to talk a few things about, let's see, I've got 4 things I want to cover tonight about sponsoring. And the first thing I want to talk about is the leads to leadership. So as you're working on your different leads, when we are working with people and sharing the business opportunity, we're looking at what's in it for them, right? And what we find is that when we're doing this and we're reaching out to people, it's different for everyone. And I think that's huge, is that not everyone starts for the income, right? Some people start for the jewelry. Some people start because they do need the income. What I'm hearing a lot lately is that women are starting because they want to get out and meet other women. So we want to really understand and see that there are so many different reasons that people start the business, and really understanding that. And when you've got someone who's interested in the business, finding out what it is that interests them. What is it? What are they looking to get from the business, right? Like I said, it's different for everyone. The second thing I want to talk about is, why don't we ask? So you go to a party and you meet someone and you think that she would be great at the business. Why do we stop? Why do we hesitate? Why don't we share it? I was just on a call earlier tonight with some new consultants doing a Ready, Set, Glam call. And one of the new consultants said, I've got someone that's interested in the business, but a lot of times I just hear, oh my gosh, you started something with direct sales. I don't know about that. And she was like, it was so negative. And I said, so why don't we ask? Do we not ask because we're intimidated by that? Do we not ask because we're afraid of hearing no? But if we kind of flip our thinking and we think that everyone is in this for a different reason, let's offer it to them and find out how this could be beneficial to them. So we met them at a party and we got the chance to chat with them, and we found out that they really love jewelry. Hey, Mary, would you be interested in trying this? We could show you how you can get $1,000 worth of jewelry in your first 4 weeks. It's so exciting. Or you find someone that is super social. Mary, you are so social. I have met so many great friends doing this. Have you thought about doing something like this? I'd love to do this with you. You get the chance to get out and meet so many different women. You find somebody that maybe does need that extra income. Mary, I heard you say you've got a daughter going into college. I know that that is expensive. Have you thought about doing something like this? If I could show you how to make $1,000 in the next 4 weeks, is that something that might interest you? Women are doing the business for so many different reasons. It's our job, leaders and future leaders, to find out how this business can be beneficial for them. How can we give them what we've got to offer? When I was talking to her tonight, I thought, oh my gosh, I go, I don't usually hear that very often anymore. You're doing direct sales? I honestly don't, because Swarovski is so well known. They're such a respectable company that they've been around for over 120 years. We are their 17th and fastest growing division. I rarely ever hear that, because we honestly have something to offer everyone. And it's so exciting they could come in with such little investment and see if it is something that could fit. And I think sometimes what happens is, I always think that sometimes we get a poverty mentality where we think, everybody's in it to make money. And sometimes that's not the case. And if we think that it's just the women that need money that are going to do the business, I think sometimes we get stuck in that. So really opening our eyes and seeing really what this business has to offer. So think about it for you for just a second. What's the biggest thing the business has offered you that's done for you? Just write it down. Give me 3, actually. Write down the 3 things that this business has really done for you. Is it self-confidence? Is it the income? Is it the vacations? Is it the friendships? Is it the feeling of being connected? Is it, now that my kids are in bed, I can say, is it that somebody else puts your kids to bed? I love that part. I just have to be honest. Told my husband, I'm like, I have a call tonight, so you have to do bath and bedtime. Is it that? What is it? Because we have so much to offer, and I think that's huge. When we have this mentality that it's only for women that need money, we get stuck in that. So let's open it up and see, who can we offer this to? Who is it that you want to work with? I know you've heard this before, but who's on your dream team? Who are you nervous about asking, but gosh, you're like, man, I would love to work with her. We would have a blast doing this together. Asking her to join, asking her to give it a shot, telling her and being honest with you, we'd have a blast. Let's do this together. The third thing is that sponsoring mindset. It is so much easier having a sponsoring mindset when your party count is where you want it to be, right? It's a lot harder to think about that sponsoring mindset when you don't have the parties you want. So I always say, when you are looking to promote to leader, you want to make sure that you focus on yourself first. So you want to really focus on that party count first. Once you have your party count where you want it to be, everything else will fall into place. So having those parties up, when you're getting to those parties, looking to see who it is at that party you want to offer the business to, who could benefit from it. So with that sponsoring mindset, you're going into that party thinking, I'm going to offer this business to at least 2 women today. Who are they? How can the business benefit them? You're talking to them, you're listening to them, you're looking to see who you want to have on your team. And this is really huge, listening to them as they talk, getting to know them as you talk to them, and really searching for who you want to add to your team. Once you've found them and you've sponsored them, you know that it's easier for you to sponsor with a strong party count. They are going to be so much more successful if you sponsor them with parties. So I just would highly suggest to you not to buy that kit until you have a launch party dated. And then once you've got that launch party dated, really showing them the benefits of a launch +4, showing them what's in it for them. You guys, if we sponsor consultants and they are making money right away and have parties booked, they're going to stay, right?
Until it's the end of the night.
The consultants that leave
Until it's the end of the night.
are the ones that aren't
I don't
making
think
money.
any of this is actually
You guys, if you have some background noise, if you have to mute yourself, that would be good. That way, if they have parties booked, they're going to be making money right away, and they're going to feel more successful. You just tap your screen, and at the top, it'll say mute. So if you just tap it, it'll say mute. Do you see it? There we go. Okay. So that way, if they're making money, they're going to feel more confident. They're going to be more comfortable. They're going to get more incentives, and they're going to be more successful. So while you are working your party count, the consultants you bring in, we want to make sure that they have a party count too. The fourth one is sponsoring at your party. This starts from the very moment you walk in that door. If you're coming in that door with 24 bags and you need someone's help to carry the bags in and out, and it takes you 35 minutes to set up, no one's going to want to do that, right? So you want to make sure that when you come in to your parties, you're making it in one trip. It takes me 15 to 20 minutes to set up, so you want to make sure you're setting up pretty quickly, that it's easy, that it's duplicatable. I was talking to someone a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling her that my sponsoring was down. And she said, well, why do you think your sponsoring is down? And I thought, I don't really know. And someone told me, a trainer told me years ago, she said, the worst thing someone can tell you is, how did she say it? I want to make sure I get the verbiage right, is you are the best consultant. I have never, ever seen a demo so good. Your demo is so good. I could never do that. That's the worst compliment we can get as consultants, because it's saying it's not duplicatable. I couldn't do what you're doing. So I think that's really important for us to kind of remember that we want to look duplicatable. So when my sponsoring was down last month, I thought, gosh, I'm not getting leads at my parties. I'm really stuck on sponsoring. And so when I was talking to someone about that, I remembered that quote, and I thought, you know what? I'm not using those party cards, the party cards that the company came up with. I'm just doing my presentation. We as future leaders are probably pretty comfortable with our presentation. So I think I wasn't looking very duplicatable. So I pulled out those party cards and I started using them. And I actually pulled them out and I said, oh my gosh, because I was uncomfortable. I was nervous about using these party cards because I'm not really used to using them. And so I didn't know what to say in front of my repeat crowd because they never seen me use party cards. So I said, oh my gosh, I have to use these party cards. Another consultant came with me to a party and she said I was messing everything up. So I just decided I should probably use these cards so I don't keep forgetting things. And I started using the cards. Well, guess what? My sponsoring picked up because I'm duplicatable, because I'm showing them I can make mistakes. This whole party presentation, guys, it's so easy. It's 5 parts. They give it to us. Let's show them that the company is actually going to give you these 5 cards. It's awesome. So using the cards is really important. Sharing our why. I will just tell you guys that when I do my presentation, I do the intro, I do the address the guest, I do my why, my Q&A, and then my booking game. So I definitely flip it a little bit because I find that when I do my booking game, I do the dice game with the envelopes. I find by that point it's crazy. So I try to do the why right after address the guest because I still have their attention. The whys are so important. If you haven't gone over your why with your upline leader, I would highly recommend you do it. It makes such a big difference. I've changed mine so many times. The one thing I want to point that I'm really noticing is that, when I first started the business and I shared my why and I said, I'm a mom of 3 little kids. I stay home. This is why I started. This is why I stayed. This is what I was afraid of. This is what I found. When that's all I shared about me, I lost all the women that didn't have kids. They stopped listening. I lost the women who had older kids who went off to college. I lost the women who couldn't relate with me, right? So we want to make sure that when we're sharing our why, we can relate with everyone in the room. That's so, so important. We want to show them that everyone can do this business. So if I share my why and my focus, yes, I do it for the kids, but I want to also make sure that I'm hitting every other woman in the room to show her that, yes, I have young kids, but you have older kids going to college. This is for you and this is why. So I usually say, every woman wants more of something. I don't know what your more is. Melody on our team shared this, and when she did, I got goosebumps because I thought this is so good. So I'm sharing this. I use it. I stole it. It's not mine. So if you think it's good, it's not mine. It's Melody's. But I think it's important to share because what she says is every woman wants more. Whether you want more income for less debt, whether you want more free time, whether you're just looking for more of a challenge, whether you are looking to meet more people, whether you just like more shoes. I always tell them I like shoes, so whether you just like more shoes. Everybody's looking for more. Don't you agree? And with this business, we are offering you the chance for more, for less than the cost of 2 of our most popular pieces, for less than the cost of an ice bracelet and a Chanel. You have the chance to add that more to your life. And if you hate it, you have to keep the jewelry and you have to keep the income. Right? So I share a little bit more of myself at the beginning, but I think it's really important with that more to share how this could be for anyone. It's kind of that group offer. I'm saying in there twice, for less than the cost of 2 of our most popular pieces, an ice bracelet and a Chanel, you could give a business a shot. I can show you how to earn $1,000 cash and $1,000 jewelry in the next full month. It's incredible. So really kind of tailoring that why. If you're not sure about your why, please talk to your upline. She can help you through that. When you get to the Q&A, I think it's important. Have you ever offered the Q&A and said, okay, you can ask me anything you want, go. And it's like silence. We want to give starter questions, so it's not quiet. Okay, so now that I've shared my why, I'm going to give you a chance to ask me anything you want about my job as a consultant. You might want to ask me, why is February the best month to start? How can you earn $1,000 cash and $1,000 income in the next 4 weeks? You could ask me if we go on trips. You could ask me how much time it takes. But if you're giving them starter questions, you're not going to have that silence. And I usually bring a charm and I just say, I'm just taking 5 questions. I'm looking for a bonus question. If you ask it, I have a little prize for you. And my bonus question usually is how much it costs to start. So again, when you're going into that party, looking for 2 people that you really want to start the business with you. And when you're offering it, giving them a genuine compliment of why you think they'd be so good at it. Using the questions on the order form is so important. They have those questions at the top of the order form. I know you guys are all future leaders, so I'm looking for an order form here to show you. I know you guys are all future leaders, so I know you guys all know that they're there, but making sure that you're filling them all out is so important, right? And here's the deal. If I'm doing these questions with everybody, if I start the questions and I'm asking Allison the questions on here, and then I get to Rhonda and I ask Rhonda, and then Diane comes up and I don't ask Diane, she's probably, what the heck? Why didn't Terri ask me the questions? So if we're using the questions on that order form, it's much, much easier to get the information without feeling weird about it, but still being able to offer them the opportunity for the business, the opportunity to book a party, right? I want to tell you what order to do it, but I want to make sure I say this right. So when you offer them the business, you want to offer them the business first, and then you want to offer them to host a party. So I know in the order form, the free jewelry is first, and then the business opportunity is second. I actually sent the home office an email about that and just said, I wish that we could flip it. So when I ask the questions, I always ask the second question first. You know, have you ever considered doing something like this? Or, oh my gosh, you were so good at trying on the jewelry. You really helped me put everything on the model. You should do this. Have you considered it? And then if she says no, I'd be like, you know, what do you think about just getting your girlfriends together? Let's do a wind down Wednesday. So how you ask the questions, making sure you ask everyone all 3 questions on there. Okay, so just a couple things. Building rapport, timing is everything. Creating that pipeline. So you may have someone who's interested in the business and she decides now is not a good time. That's okay. Timing is everything. It has to be in their time. One of the women that I sponsored this month, I've been talking to for probably a year, and I ran into her again at a party. Now's a good time for her. So a lot of it is just a pipeline. You know, finding out if now's not a good time, tell me when would be a good time, and just putting her in your pipeline, creating that. What does your follow-up look like? So tell me, you know, I know you're so busy. Do you want me to follow up with you? Ask her when and follow up with her. If there's someone that you've reached out to over and over again, she said she was interested, you reached out, you still haven't heard back, I usually move them. I'll move them to maybe the beginning of summer. I'll try them again. Timing is everything. Don't be discouraged if they tell you no. Just move them along in your pipeline. Find out if no is not ever, or is it just not now. Partner up with your leader, with your upline leader. You are going to have a much easier time reaching leadership if you're partnering up. It's so much easier. Stay in contact with her. Use the opportunity recordings. I know Betsy posted one. I posted one too. If you have someone that's interested in the business, send them the recording. It's always better to get them on a call with you or to do a 3-way call. But if you, for real quick, send it to them. They can just listen to it while they're driving. So they've got the information. Again, 3-way calls are always more successful because you get a chance to really connect with them and get to know them. You know, and another thing, 2 more things I want to talk about real quick is when you're sponsoring someone, set the expectation that you are going to partner with them, and so is your upline leader for now. Because if we bring them into the business and we say, oh my gosh, you're going to make so much money, good luck, and then that's it, they're going to feel like, oh gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Let's set the expectation that we are going to partner with you. We're going to help you be successful. So Mary, I'm so excited you decided to start the business. We've got your launch party dated. You know what? I'm going to partner with you. I'm going to work with you to make sure that you are feeling successful, to make sure that you're comfortable. And my leader, Betsy, is going to partner with you too. So you'll hear from me. She'll reach out to you to welcome you. You know, the best way to stay successful or to be successful is to stay connected. And we want to help you in any way we can. So you're letting her know that she's not in it by herself. You're letting her know that we are going to work with her along the way to reach her goals. And that by staying connected, she's going to be always be more successful, right? You guys, those that buy kits and don't have launch parties dated, they struggle. We want to make sure we get them a launch party dated right away. Those that have launch parties dated and don't book any more parties, they're going to struggle. So we want to make sure that we help them book those parties, that they are getting parties dated from their parties. It's so much easier to book parties from parties, right? So I think that's really important, teaching them how to do it. All right, they're going to make money. If they're making money, they're going to stay, right? And we want to see everyone make money and make connections and earn those incentives right away. So I'm going to open it up. I know I saw some chats going on, but I wasn't able to really look at them yet. Okay, does anyone want to share anything? Any questions? If you're muted, you just have to tap the top of your screen to unmute. Anything? Any questions? No? Wow, we must have covered a lot. All right, good, you guys. Okay, well, I wish you luck. I know we've got 3 more days in the month of February. It is not too late to sponsor. It's not too late. Let everyone know this $99 kit offer. I don't know that they're going to offer that anytime soon. They don't do it very often. You guys, we still have 3 full days to offer this $99 kit. You will have plenty of time to earn this $500 cash bonus. So I say we offer the kit. Let's challenge ourselves to sponsor 1 more person this month. Let's get their launch party booked right away, and let's help them make money right away. The incentives the company are offering us are so good. So I say we utilize them and show our new consultants what's available. All right, I hope you guys have a great February. I can't wait to see you on the leader page at the end of the month and in March. All right, good night, you guys.